So we are back, man. In the new year, we in 2026. Welcome to the For Lifers chat. I hope y'all had a great holiday, safe holiday, enjoy family. Hey, babe, what's up? How was your day? How was your holiday?
That's good. Got any jokes for me?
Any jokes for you? I don't have a joke.
What do you have?
I have a quote. The quote today is, are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, I was staring.
Together, we just don't create, we build worlds.
Together we don't just create.
We just don't create, we don't just create.
It's not the same thing. You gotta say it right.
Together, we don't just create, we build worlds.
Okay.
How do you feel about that quote?
Oh my gosh. What was I about to say? How do you feel about that? Um, Together we don't just create, we build world. Excuse me. Well, well, is creating not a part of building worlds? That's not that doesn't tie into each other?
Building is creating.
Right. So if we're creating, we are building worlds. If anything, we're building different dimensions, different universes. Um, so I do agree with the quote. But creating, we are building worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I wouldn't say I agree because it's saying just create, like as if the word create or creation or the act of creation is like downplayed. When I mean it is downplayed, I feel like in society, but in our reality, we create everything.
Creation or creativity is downplayed.
Huh?
Do you feel like creation or creativity is downplayed?
Both. I don't think people realize how much they create.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're creating your environment, the energy around you, you're creating what's to be right in front of you. Even when you're creating children, people downplay the act of that. Um and I'm not saying that everybody's just in a great position to raise a child, but I don't agree with when people say a child is not a blessing. I don't agree with that. A
Child's
child
always a
is
blessing.
a child is always a blessing.
Absolutely. It's a
Um,
manifestation.
it sure is. And I'm not saying that everybody's just in the great 100% position to raise a child, but a child itself created and it's come into this world um how it is to be to it's come into this world what it's meant to come in to this world as. That's a blessing. I know a lot of people don't agree with
I
that.
mean, yeah, because there are different situations on
There
how.
is, but that's why I said it's coming into this world and it's here. It's growing. It's coming into this world of what it's meant to be
Right.
is a blessing because it's from God. So I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but that's how I feel. But that is a part of creation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say creativity because that's a natural creation, but creativity as well is something that's underwhelmed or undervalued, underappreciated, overlooked.
Right.
But it is a part of building worlds as well.
So,
What? I
no.
knew your glasses on your head.
Oh my
It's
God.
okay. Just put them on.
I knew I felt naked. Ooh, now I feel sexy.
Oh my God. Shut up.
Now I can see the world.
Oh my
When I put these
goodness.
on, I see the world differently. I don't know why, but I see the world differently. The first time I wore these glasses and I saw the world differently, I was high on the edible.
Oh,
And I was just like in a different world. And you asked me, you like,
you okay?
no.
Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot you were wearing those glasses. Well, it was that lens. It wasn't those glasses. It was
Yeah, it
that
was this
lens.
lens. Yeah.
That's funny. I remember
Um,
that.
I'm just excited about moving forward this year and beyond.
Hmm.
I feel like my creativity, our creativity is about to like be on a whole nother level. Like
Mm.
creativity, like I always looked at it at a one-sided look of view. Like me as a creative, I looked at it as creativity as just like creating art. But
Yeah.
creativity is so much bigger than that. Like it's like creativity is how you're gonna make money,
Mm.
how you're gonna live your life,
Yeah.
how you're going to interact with other people in your day-to-day operations as a human being. So I'm just excited about how we're going to use our creativity to generate so much more opportunities, not only for ourselves individually, but us together,
Hmm.
um, and other people around us. Um, but I do. We were talking about it earlier. I really do want to. I still want to give to the world,
Hmm.
but I think it's time for me to focus on me.
Okay. What do you
And
mean?
that may sound selfish.
So, what do you mean?
Like I always want to give to the world. Like I
Mm.
always want to give to everyone, everything around me. I want to be able to make an impact. And I
Okay.
feel like when you try too hard, you're asking for not the wrong things, but you're asking for things that are unnecessary.
Okay. Yeah.
This year I want to focus on myself. It's not a resolution, it's not, me making goals. I just want to move forward. And I talked to you about this before. I want to move forward, focusing on myself and not taking things personal.
Mm.
I take a lot of things personal because I don't want to say I love the world, but I just love the people that are in my world or that has been created in my world.
Mm.
Because we all know that every last person that we see, that we interact with, is a direct manifestation of ourselves. It's another version of ourselves. Like I'm a manifestation of you or another version of you in some way, and I'm a you're a version of me in some way. I just want to move forward putting myself first because I feel like I haven't been putting myself first. And I feel like I will see a better result. Because again, I always want to help people
You're always focused on what you want to see.
for other people.
No, just period.
Okay.
You need to focus on what you want to feel. That's what you need to focus on. And I'm not telling you to be emotional or what's the word? Like I'm not telling you to be emotional or to be like overbearing with your, focusing on how you feel because there I feel like there is a such thing as that. Um because that I feel like that goes into selfishness,
Mm,
but you have to balance it out. But I feel like you need to at this like with this what you're about to do, you need to try to focus on how you feel.
mm,
And I feel like that will guide you to where you ultimately need to be, not where you want to be. Because when you're just focused on what you see, you're waiting for the reassurance because you feel before you see. It's internal before it's external.
Right.
Like, this is kind of a minuscule example, but if you're getting, okay, this is a great example actually. If I'm putting together a look and I'm trying to go by color theory of an outfit. Like if I'm like, okay, I want to match up, like how today I matched up like my pearl with my gold to my to the white in my pearl, or the off white in my pearl, or it's really pearl, to the white in my ring. But then I use color theory and I matched up the pink in my jacket to the pink in my scarf, but then I chose the pop of color of purple
Mm-hmm.
in my scarf. It's like I didn't see it yet, not all together, not on, but I'm just pulling stuff out my closet from what I remember of what looks good on me and what I feel looks good right next to each other. Now, I guess that is a minuscule example, but you need to go based off of more feeling than just seeing. Now, you are a photographer and a videographer, cinematographer as well, but you need to go based off of how you're feeling and not just what you're going to see. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't go based off don't go based off what you think you're going to see. Go based off how you feel, and
So,
however you feel is going to translate right in front of you.
so in other words, look deep before I leap.
Okay,
I'm asking. That's what I'm
I didn't
out.
know you had a quote. Yeah, I guess so.
That's from my mom. That's from my mom.
Um,
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, because I feel like it'll steer you in a better direction of what you know you want to do.
Yeah.
Because you're just like you're saying right now. You're saying I want to focus more on what you
Me.
want, or just you, what you need, or
Me.
it's just you.
Me.
You want to focus more on you. You're going up based off that, based off of a feeling, not what you see. You haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how about you?
What about me?
What are you thinking about for? What are you thinking about for moving into the new year as well as moving forward past the new year? What do you want to focus on?
I've been thinking about children a lot.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not really the what do women be saying?
The conception.
Like they're like, "Oh my no."
Oh.
What? They're like, "Oh, my ovaries hurt." Like no, it's like not nothing like that. Like I'm not craving to have like another life inside of me, or even just like a baby in front of me. I'm craving like the forward moving of my life. And I always have, but now I've been thinking about that more lately. Um, I've been thinking about children, and I've been thinking about marriage. Now, the marriage, getting engaged, that's gonna come. That's not even really something that's truly up to me. It's up to you. But that's what I've been thinking about. But as far as the for lifers chat, and I don't really want to call it working, but working, because once we get further into it a little, like, and we're getting our all the behind the scenes stuff together, it is gonna feel like work a bit, and that's okay. But that's one of the things I really want to focus on this year is really honing in on the things that we want to do. Really focusing on the things that we truly want to do, and one of those is us coming out with a new segment. It's called the For Lifers Table. Um, it's something that like I've been thinking about for a little bit to tie into my love for culinary arts.
Shout out Leah's Eats.
Huh?
Shout out Leah's Eats.
I am.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Or
saying
you're shouting at
yeah.
Leah's Eats. Yeah, my love for culinary arts, tying into Leah's Eats, and then also like literally and figuratively breaking bread with people. With ev- not everybody, but everybody, but with people that, of course, we have on the platform. So it's going to be called the For Lifers Table. And this basically is breaking homemade bread with any and everyone, like I said, and people who people who want to connect on a just a soulful level for real. Like that's how I
Yeah.
feel about it. That's the best adjective to describe it.
I'm gonna ask you this. I've been thinking about this. Um, the phrase "breaking bread,"
Hmm.
right? I've been thinking about people that break bread with you. I forget how I said it, but it's kind of like a double entendre, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody breaking bread with you, and they break bread with you. One way is breaking bread as in breaking physical bread with somebody,
Right.
eating with them. Breaking bread is also in our terms break giving people somebody money.
Breaking bread?
Yeah, you break bread with somebody, give them money.
Well, no, breaking bread is eating with somebody, and then breaking bread, it will be like the metaphor would be speaking with them and breaking bread and exchanging values, really exchanging.
So it may be three then, because I look at somebody breaking bread with me. That means they put money in my pocket also.
I've never heard of that.
I have,
Okay.
but anyhow, you never heard somebody I'm gonna put some bread in your pocket.
Yeah, but they don't say breaking bread. They say I'm put some bread in your pocket.
So that's how I look at it, breaking bread. But breaking bread with somebody,
Hmm.
why is that so important? Like, why is that so important to people like you and me?
What do you mean people like you and me? What do you mean you people? It's like nah, but what do you mean? What do you mean people
It's
like you
not.
and me? Like define
Matter of
who
fact,
is the
not even.
people like
It
you and
doesn't
me?
even matter you and me. Why is it so important to break bread with somebody?
But it's not important to everybody to break bread with. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean people like you and me? Just explain it. That's not important to everybody. So it is important to you and I. But you're saying people like you and me. Who is the people like you and me? Define that.
I really don't have a definition. I don't want to make it us a definition or make us like a
Why
certain
not?
kind of people because we're not just anybody. I'm just saying like what why is it important to break bread to the people that find it important to break bread? There we go.
Is that a real question?
Yes. Yes.
Um,
In your opinion.
I don't know. I do know, but I don't because I can only speak for me. But people who are constantly in a learning process, that's who is important to break bread with. That's the people who feel it's important to have other people to break bread with. Because, you know, I know not everybody agrees with this, but it is important to constantly not necessarily seek out, but take in wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
I feel. And you don't always have to break bread with your old head. Like I know a lot of people feel that that's what it has to be or who it has to be with. But sometimes you can literally break bread with the people around you who's having different experiences than you, which is everybody.
Right.
Nobody has the same exact experiences in life. Now, I understand, if you feel it'd be more beneficial to break bread with somebody who has almost complete opposite lifestyle as you, or even just outlook of life than you,
Right.
or just different experiences, period. So usually that does come into the age thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I will never not look to, I'm going to say, my little cousins to learn something or my little brothers and sisters to learn something just because they're younger than me. I actually look, whenever I'm having a conversation with any of them, I always look to learn something new because I always do.
Hmm.
Because I don't live their life, as well as we are not the same age, so the outlook is not going to be the same. Um and I'm not like a little Kermit in a, not in a shell. That's a frog. I'm not
A
a little
hermit.
a hermit. Ugh. I'm not a hermit in a shell and just stay in my house all day and don't do anything. I am out experiencing the world as well. So if I'm telling them a story or an experience that I had and they come back at me with an experience they had as well that's similar and they had a different approach about it, that's me learning something right there, you know? And I'm taking it in. Um Done. As far as the importance of breaking bread, I don't know if people truly deem it as important. I do, but also at the same time, like I said, I don't seek it.
Hmm.
I just take it in when I feel it's necessary to.
Okay. So, how did you feel?
Why are you only asking me questions? What about you?
Because I'm trying to get to something.
Oh, okay.
So, how did you feel when your dad initially asked me to break bread with him and have like a lunch to talk or whatever? How did you feel about that?
Mm, I don't know.
Well, let me reiterate it. How would you have felt if
If he didn't,
he put it on the table? Matter of fact, he didn't put it on the table. No pun intended. To break bread.
I would have felt he didn't like you and he didn't want to like you. Because my dad, he'll break bread with anybody who has that inviting spirit.
Hmm.
And, I'm not talking about like a soul sucker, but I'm talking about like if you have an inviting, welcoming, but what's the word? Not pure, but genuine. If you have a genuine spirit and a welcoming presence,
Hmm.
he'll he'll break bread with you as long as you allow him to.
Right.
So if he wouldn't have, I would have been like, oh. But I think he saw how I felt. He translated like how I felt about you.
Yeah.
And that's why he decided to do that.
So I know I have all these questions, but like I said, I'm leading up to something. So when he put that on the table, now we're gonna go back. What if I didn't want to?
I
What if
wouldn't
I
like you anymore. That's a very easy question. I'll be like, what is his problem? Like, why? I would be disappointed. Maybe I wouldn't be disappointed yet because we didn't know each other that well yet for me to be disappointed per
Mhm.
se. But I would have been upset because, when I'm sure about something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I would have been like, dang, what is the problem? It probably would have been the first like official red flag of our relationship,
Mhm.
to be honest with you. Because my dad's not forceful. He's not a pushy person. He just wants to talk to you. He's not pushy yet. He'll be pushy when he knows you and he's trying to motivate you.
Okay.
But in the beginning, when he first meets you and it's like just,
Casual.
talking like man to man, he's not pushy. Unless maybe, I don't know how it went. I wasn't there. But unless if you like maybe have a motive and like you're letting him know that you have a certain goal with one of his children or whatever, then he's gonna be a little like, okay, well, so you gonna have this happening, this happening, this happening. That's pushy.
Yeah.
That's a little aggressive. But
I'll let you. Oh. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Well, I'll let you know. When we had the conversation, he actually asked me my motive. I didn't tell him my motive.
What did you say?
Well, okay, so I didn't initially. So he was. So that conversation, that meeting, we were filling each other out. Pause. We were learning each other,
Mhm.
getting to know each other, getting to know him, him getting to know me. Where my mind was at, where his
Mhm.
mind is at. So he asked me like, what are your intentions with my daughter? And if you don't have the answer, it's okay. You can tell me you don't know.
And what'd you say?
I said potentially that we build a future together as husband and wife, as well as becoming having a family and having children.
Okay.
So for that, I'll ask you this: is it true or false when somebody says if he wanted to, he would, wouldn't he? What if I didn't want to meet your dad? What if I didn't want to talk to your dad? What if I just wanted to be in a relationship with you and didn't want a relationship with your dad?
That's not a relationship with me. Not to me.
Really?
100%. Oh, it's not like that with everybody. Everybody has their own experiences in life with their parents or their guardians, whoever raised them. But that's how it is for me. And I'm not saying that you have to have an extremely close relationship with my dad, but at the same time, I guess you kind of do because the relationship, in my opinion, this may be real rare. I don't know. I've never really asked this of people. But the relationship that you most likely have with your significant other, not everybody's close to both parents or both guardians or whatever you want to say. But the relationship that you most likely have with your significant other's parents, whoever's the person that raised them, the person they looked up to, and they're still in their life, whatever relationship you have with them, how strong it is, or how strong maybe it's gonna get, the effort is gonna be the same effort you put in with your significant other.
Hmm.
And that's just the facts, in my opinion. And I guess because of the way I grew up and what I saw from my dad to my mom's dad, his to my pop pop, and then now me seeing, or also my mom's relationship with my me mom, my dad's mom. I'm not gonna name everybody, but other relationships I've seen with other people's significant others and their parents, all that, like, it reflects. It reflects.
Yeah.
And it just reflects. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to even say any examples because, like, everybody has their own experiences.
We don't gotta talk about it.
But yes, I mean, no. What was the question you said? Would I, like, if you didn't do that, would you have the relationship with me? What'd you say?
Yeah. Well, if I didn't make a relationship or build, if I didn't want to have that meeting with your dad,
Yeah, that would have. I would have been waiting for you to initiate having that meeting with him if you weren't ready at that time.
so to go back, if he wanted to, he would, wouldn't he?
He would, and I'll add to that.
And I'm talking about me.
It's true.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll add to that. If he wanted to, he would, and wholeheartedly.
Right.
Because just because you're just doing something, I'll be having examples in my head. Just because you're just doing something and you just did it. I did it. Okay, did you do it completely? Did you finish? Did you do it to where the outcome was affecting you or affecting the other person? In effect, I mean like in a positive way.
I got an example.
Impacting.
I got an example.
Was it impactful? Whatever you're doing, or you're just doing it for yourself?
Definitely got an example
just
for
to
that.
say you
Yeah.
did. Me too. Just to say you did it. I did it.
Just like
Okay.
just like with my editing, there's sometimes, and I'm sorry. For example, right? This past Christmas, last week, 2 weeks ago. Actually, this has been something that you said you wanted maybe like three
Oh
months ago.
yeah.
You
And you
told me
went back
about it
and
when
got
we
it.
went there. You was like, "Ooh, babe, look, it's Coraline." I'm like,
I did?
you was like Christmas. I'm
I
like,
don't even remember that.
yeah, I know you don't.
I be
So
saying a lot.
I don't. So matter of fact, another good example that I got, if he wanted to, he would. Matter of fact, we'll stay with that one. So like for Christmas, like you said, you didn't say that you wanted it, but it was something that made me pay attention. Like you
Mhm.
really do enjoy the movie Coraline.
I enjoy the movie, the lore, the theories, the backstory, the
I ain't gonna lie to you.
background,
I be locked up.
the writing of it,
I ain't.
the characters, the actors as well and actresses.
Mhm.
Um, I love claymation. Um, I enjoy just the whole thing. It's just very cool.
So I remember that,
Mhm.
and maybe I had already got it. Sometime before Christmas, I had already got it. You were like, babe, I forget what it was. I actually played you. You didn't notice
You
that I
already
played
had
you.
it at
I
that
had already
time?
had it.
No, you
When you were playing all
didn't.
the Coraline videos, when we were driving that one day, that one day where we were riding, you were watching the Coraline videos. And I'm like, what is it? And you were like, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had already got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had to deflect because I didn't want you to
You
think,
keep doing that. That's the second time.
oh yeah, and then yeah, if I
You
wanted
did
to,
it for the candlelight
yeah,
concert.
took you to the Candlelight
And
concert,
I thought I guessed the theme
and you
of the
sure
He
didn't.
was like, "Why do you keep doing that?" I'm like,
Yeah.
Hello? Yes. January is available.
The simplest things, getting some flowers.
mm,
If he wanted to, he would.
mm.
Sometimes I do think about you when I go out. Sometimes I don't, because whatever it is, whatever is happening. I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
fine. You don't have to
I'm
every
not
time.
perfect. I don't. I sometimes I don't
But
think about you.
sometimes you do. Sometimes you walk in the house with a honey bun, and it's great.
Exactly. It's the simplest things. Like it really is the simplest things, and I feel like us as men, like we really have to, we have to stop being so one track minded. Especially if we're building something with somebody. Like
Mhm.
it's gotta
If you
be,
want to build something with somebody.
yeah. If you
That's why
want to
it's like
build
if you wanted to, you would. Like and within reason and wholeheartedly.
exactly.
Yeah. Like nobody's asking you to go buy 1,000 flowers for $2,000 or 3,000, however much that is. Nobody's asking you to do that. That'll
Hmm.
be way more than that. But even if your mother asks you for something and she sends it to you, and you get it for her a month later, you still got it, didn't you?
Yeah. When you ask for stuff, I don't get it right away.
I don't expect it right away.
Or when you ask
I
for
don't
something,
expect anything right away.
I don't
I
do it just
I
because you tell me to do
always
it.
I always see something and then I'm like, oh, I'll send it to Wanyea.
But it's not even like if I buy you
I used to do
something.
that to my dad.
It's not if I just buy you something. It's just in general. Like
Mm.
if it's even just something around the house.
Well, babe, no. I'm sorry. That's not the same thing.
It's not.
No. Because cuz I'm not keeping tabs of what you're doing. I just notice when it's not done like in the house. Like that's different. That's like I really don't ask you to take the trash out, but like if I smell it and you don't, okay, I'll ask. But like shoes, your shoes out. I have to say something. And I think, quite frankly, it's because you're used to your shoes just being out. I never had my shoes out like in my room because I would trip over them, so I never left them out. I think you're used to, and my room wasn't that big. You're used to them just being out and like all that.
Mm,
So yeah, I have to say something. And it's like maybe we do have the space in here for them to be out from time to time. But if they've been out for 3 days and you're not wearing them, put them away.
that's
They don't
true.
need to be out. Especially like if it's your work shoes and it's the weekend, put your work shoes away. You're not about to wear them for another 3 days or 2 or 3 days. But it be the little simple stuff. I mean, I'm not the type of woman to keep tabs. I'm not anal in that way. I am a bit controlling from time to time, but I feel like from time to time it's necessary because there has to be some type of why are you looking at me like that?
I was about to ask you a question.
There has to be some type of structure a little bit,
Mm,
especially if we're always on the go.
right.
And if it wasn't structured, to be honest, you wouldn't get home cooked meals. You wouldn't
That's true.
because I wouldn't take the time in my head to plan to make them.
That's
And
true.
that's just that.
It's
So
2026. We just gonna jump right out of it. Are you a control freak?
no, but I want to say before into that, I do notice the little things. So we have a paper towel holder, right? And it like comes off easily. I'm gonna glue it because it don't really need to come off because the paper towels fit on it regardless. So I'm gonna glue it, but I was pulling the paper towel down a little and it like popped off and it went behind the stove. And I was like, oh, we're gonna have to get that another day. That was like 2 days ago. I didn't say anything, of course, since 2 days ago. And then I noticed like right before we started filming that you went back there and you
Wasn't
put
even
it back
paying
on.
attention to me when I did it.
I was by you?
No,
Yeah, I was laying here. I was asleep.
you weren't asleep. You were up.
Oh well, still.
I
Yeah.
was cleaning the oven.
See, like that's the little stuff like that. It's like if he wanted to, he would. That little stuff, yes. Like you could have waited for me to be like, babe, can you go back there and get it again? But no, you got it. That's that I like that.
Yeah.
Control freak? No.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm
Don't
not
call me a
talking about.
freak. Don't call me a freak.
Okay, maybe not a control freak. Not a freak. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to word it. What's another word? Are you like? Or do you? I'm just asking. I just had to ask that irrational question. That's all.
Okay.
I think I'm just started giving you pop up questions.
I don't no thank you.
Like you know how they do on other podcasts.
Not really. Go ahead, Wanye. What are you saying?
Nothing. I that was just the question. You answered it.
Are you a control freak?
No, absolutely not.
Are
I
you
do
that's not
crave.
the question.
I do crave control.
Yep. Okay.
I do crave control, and I have to learn how to stay in control once I get control. That's my only
Learn
issue.
how to stay in control once you get control. Control
Yes,
of what? Yourself?
controlling myself, control of life, in general. Like I feel like I'm always in control, but like I want to have a certain kind of control where it's just like I have my hand on the pulse of everything that I'm doing, which I am now, but like it's controlled and it's at like like when like in a cockpit of an airplane, they got
Mm-hmm.
all these different controls.
Mm-hmm.
You got the control for the gas, you got the control for the airbus, you got the control for the lights, you got the control for everything,
Mm-hmm.
and everything has to be at a certain level, at a green level,
Mm-hmm.
right? I want to
Okay.
make sure that I got everything in control at a green level. I don't want to have a green level here and a red level here. I want everything balanced. I want everything constant. That makes sense.
That might be a little delusional. I don't know if that
Well, you know what they say.
no, we're not saying it. I don't know if that's a true I don't know if that's realistic. Like I'm not okay, maybe it is realistic as far as control, but as far as having everything where you want it, It was just control.
It's not where I want it. It's just where it
You have a
needs
hold on it.
where it needs to be.
Oh,
Because again, airplanes in the air. If some controls aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're not where they need to be,
yeah,
you might have some problems.
right. Or
So
like if the aircraft control is not, they're not doing what they need to
yeah,
do. Right, right.
everything that needs to be in its place needs to be where it needs to be. That's how I look at it. Not where
Okay.
I want it to be. Because I know where I want it to be is I want it at
Where
100%.
you want it to be is not going to be in your
Yeah,
control.
no.
Right.
But whatever is already supposed to be in control and where it needs to be, where it has to be, where its average is, not average. Because I don't want to be average. I'm above
Where
average.
it's stable.
Where it's stable. Yes.
Right. I
That's
get
what
that.
I'm looking for. I'm looking for another word for control is stability.
I don't know if that's another word for control because I feel like control, being out of control, I feel like falls into impatience because you're just not gonna always be in control. It's just not. I don't think it's really realistic. Um, because if it's not one thing, it is always another. And now, not to say it's within necessarily your life, but other people, if you're a human being, most likely other people's lives affect you as well.
Hmm.
So if other people's lives are affecting you as well, and something's like everything's going great in your life, this, that. I mean, maybe you're being put into a position where everything's great over here, but over there with somebody else that you love, it's not really going that great. So maybe you're in the position to help them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's still out of your control.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, it can be realistic within your life, but it's not it's not always just going to be 50 everywhere.
Yeah. I
You
get
know?
what you mean.
I
Yeah.
mean, it could be 50, but
Yeah, but it can be. It really can
but
be.
who just wants 50? I need an A plus or I need an A plus plus.
That's
That's what I
true.
need. But that's just me.
I get
But I
what
get
you
what
mean.
you're saying. But I don't consider myself someone who always wants to be in control because I know not everything's going to be under control at all times. I'm more so like have a problem when it comes to like the patience of things and being patient and waiting, having to wait for things to come, even though I feel in my gut that they're coming. And I'm like, oh, it's taking too
So how you gonna work with that? How you gonna work on that? What do you think are the tools that you possibly need for that?
long. I don't know.
Are you willing to find them?
Therapy, I guess, but I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really know where to start with that when it comes to being patient. I don't know.
One day we're gonna
Because
go
a part
fishing.
of me, I'm gonna go fishing.
I wanna go fishing. I wanna take you fishing.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like even with that, this is my thing. I know everything has a sequence, and that's how I operate. Everything has a sequence. Everything has a series of events. Everything has a
Formula.
formula. So I can't necessarily get frustrated with being patient fishing because I know that's a part of the process.
So if you know
You
what
get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it would have to be something else that I just don't know what's going on. That's why, to be quite frank, I think that's why I don't really care for scary movies. I'm not scared of them, but it's just like for what? Like, ugh. And then if something real crazy happens, it's like even mysteries have a formula
Hmm.
because there is a forensic science to like mysteries and the way things happen and solving a mysteries.
Wait a
Are
minute. You're talking to a filmmaker.
I know.
Horror movies have a formula also.
Um, okay, they do, but
There's two
it's not
sides.
just horror. Okay, I don't mind. Okay, horror,
You talking about
gory stuff.
you? Oh,
That
okay,
stuff don't be having no formula all the time, especially not in the end.
okay. So you talking about slasher films, Michael
Yeah,
Myers?
Michael Myers not that bad.
Okay,
Like
Texas Chainsaw
that
Massacre.
clown.
You talk about Pennywise?
No, don't say the name. He's black and white. Don't say the name.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I
know who you're
don't
talking
like
about.
that. I hate that. Is for what? What is this for? Nothing. And it's like all the things because I watched some of it before and it was just like everything that was happening, it just does it's not making any sense. That's why like I don't really care for I could go to a haunted house,
Not me.
but not a real one.
I ain't going.
Like I've been on a haunted
I
hayride,
ain't doing none
but
of
it
that.
wasn't like it was like I knew it wasn't gonna be that bad because
I
of
ain't doing none of that.
oh really?
Mm-mm.
I mean, we could do it. I gotta do it. I was in a
Nope.
group. I'll tell you that. I was in a group. It wasn't just me and one other person. I was in a group. I had my sneakers on. Was running.
I don't like
But
that scary stuff because people be doing too much.
no, like when you go to the like semi scary stuff, it's really not that bad. But when you go to the real scary stuff, like somebody really trying to scare you, it's like, yo,
They
there's
doing
no
too much.
formula to that. It's just anything. It's just
Yeah,
anything. I don't like stuff like that.
yeah. I get
So things
what you're
that don't
saying.
have a structure, like a sequence or like a formula, it scares me. Is that OCD?
Yes.
Oh, whatever. I don't like that. I'm very uncomfortable. I don't know what you got going on next. You're a liability. Get
Yeah.
away from me. I can't do it. Um, and don't get me wrong, I that doesn't make me fall into like being scared of like having children because there's not really a true sequence to that. It's
Yeah.
not. But I've acknowledged that and I've accepted that. There's no true like uh uh what did you say? Formula?
Formula.
There's
Yeah.
no true formula of like raising a baby or your first baby and stuff
Mhm.
like that. It's not. So I understand that. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of the nature of things either because even within nature does have a bit of a formula.
Yeah.
Not everything is science, but you know,
Yeah.
some things are science. But like I remember actually this is a little bit off, but in forensic science, that was like my favorite subject in high school. That was like my one of the last classes I had to take. That was like my favorite subject because Miss Rogers, shout out to her. She has a podcast as well with her daughter. Um she was teaching us how like I remember one of the most interesting things I learned was handwriting and like the way somebody writes like their N, like if they write a lowercase n and it's like up here or it's like down here or stuff like that. Like I thought that was so cool. Because everything does have a formula. And I guess that is a form of OCD. I never really thought about it. But me sitting here staring around at our apartment, I don't know. I guess I'm obsessed with the shapes and the colors of things and
Everything has
how
its place.
everything has a place. That doesn't bother you about me?
It kind of does
It does.
a little bit because like nothing can be sometimes can be out of place.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like I know if something on the couch is out of place and it's there for maybe 2 days. Like if a pillow isn't if the pillow is out of place.
A pillow?
Matter of fact, that's too
I get
much.
bothered by a pillow.
Okay, I'll go back.
No, I'm asking for
A
real.
towel. You sometimes you do. Sometimes. See, like with the towels, like you be. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, okay, granted. Now I grew up. I ain't supposed to use the towels on the stove.
You
That's hanging
did?
from the door. Don't use them.
Oh,
At my mom's house, we don't use the towels that's hanging from the stove. They're for decoration only. That's why we have paper towels. So
oh,
I
so
get over
you
to
use
your
the paper
house.
towels.
So I get over to your house, your
Mm.
parents' house. Y'all use the towels. I, this is something new to me.
You be using too many paper towels.
I know I do. That's something that I have to deal with on my own. But the reason why I use paper towels is because I don't want to move the towels from the stove, from the handle, because if I don't put them back the right way, that's an issue. So I
Mm.
just use paper towels.
No, but you use too many paper towels. And paper towels expensive.
I rather use the paper towels and pay the money to get the more paper towels than to hear every day that I didn't put the towel back the right way.
You must be rich.
I'm rich in spirit.
Okay, I guess I do need to relinquish control in our relationship just a bit.
I'm not saying that
But
I
I
don't
don't. Go ahead.
I'm not saying that I don't like you being in control because in a relationship there has to be somebody
That is.
that has to be like focused and being in control.
Mm,
And the other one is the one that is executing things and making sure that you're able to be in control. Like I feel
mm,
like I give you an opportunity to be in control because if I needed to be in control, then I'd just be in control. But I feel like we will fight for control. And that
yeah,
would be
me
an issue.
too.
And then why don't you just let me do this or why don't you let me do that? And then that'll be an issue. So I feel like allow you or vice versa, whatever. I allow you to be in control because you're the stronger person to be in control. Like I trust you to be in control. But yeah, so like I don't want to battle for control, so I just allow you to stay be in control. But I do feel like you can relinquish some control sometimes and just not all the time because I'm the one that
I
goes
have
with the flow.
relinquished control since moving though. Yeah,
You have.
because me and my dad were talking about that too before we moved, and he was like, "Listen, you know you're about to move in like with a man, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "So all this stuff you be like talking about and complaining about Khalil and Taj and me and all that, whatever, you're about to deal with it." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So I did a little bit.
Oh, good thing I don't leave my underwear in the
That's
bathroom.
disgusting. You do,
Not on purpose.
but it's not like you don't, but you do. Because the thing is, I'm not gonna see it if I don't go to the bathroom right after you get out the shower. You
Yeah.
take it out, I
Because
think.
you being you I can't even get into the shower without you being in the bathroom.
What are you talking about?
Gotta go to the bathroom, babe. Gotta go to the bathroom.
I think we just have to go at the same time all the time.
I think you just be waiting for me to get
I
up.
think we have to go to the bathroom at the same time
Cause
all
I
the
woke
time.
up this morning and I woke up actually at 8:30 and I waited.
And then I said, "Sorry, babe."
I waited 20 minutes and then I went to the bathroom.
So why didn't you ask me in that 20 minutes? You should have said, "Do you have to go to the
You
bathroom?"
were
I would have been
asleep.
like, "Yep." I wasn't.
You were asleep.
You should have just tapped me. I wasn't all the way asleep. You should have been like, "Yeah." You should have asked me. I would have been like, "Yeah," and I would have went. Whatever. What's a fear about our future together that you haven't found the words to tell me?
I fear, and this is because of things I've been seeing and I'm on social media and about different things. I fear how things are gonna go when you're pregnant
What?
because I don't know how you are an emotional person. You say you got a pulse on your emotions, but like if you're in pain,
Uh,
forget control. I feel like I'm gonna be up more than anything. I don't want to say I'm gonna be stressed because I'm not gonna allow that to happen.
mm,
But like I really fear that like when we have our first child, whenever it is, it's just gonna be a lot of work. and I'm gonna have to cater.
A lot of work for you, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
ain't nobody gonna be here to help me
Why you think nobody's gonna be here to help you?
because they gonna have their own lives to do. Mr. Kim, Mr. Steve, they gonna be busy living their life.
My mother will be here all the time. If
That's
we
good.
have a child here, which I feel like we are, my mother will be here all the time. Ain't she retired now? What you talking about?
She's not retired.
Whatever she is. She's gonna be here all the time.
That's what I'm gonna
Okay. You know who else told me they'd be here all the time?
Kayla,
Kayla.
my favorite cousin. No offense.
I'm like, girl,
No
we'll
offense.
see. I mean, she's definitely the oldest of her siblings, so I don't underestimate her. But
Listen,
we'll see where her life is at that time.
I told you. I told you how I feel about Kayla. No offense to everybody else of the siblings and cousins, but Kayla's the only one that
Of the
got me.
siblings and the cousins. Dang,
Kayla was the
forget you,
only
Todd.
one.
That's what Wanyea said.
Kayla was the only one that got me something for Christmas, and it was heartfelt. So,
Besides my mom.
besides siblings and cousins,
Okay.
she got me something for Christmas, and it was very heartfelt, and I really did appreciate it, and I will be using it every day. What was the first gift I ever got you?
I'm sorry, rewind. To respond to that answer to my question, um, don't underestimate the happiness we have in our relationship, okay?
Okay.
Don't underestimate it.
Okay, you
Okay?
happy?
Yeah.
You sure you're happy?
Yes.
Okay.
What'd she say? What's your question?
What was the first gift I ever got you?
I think I think a part of it was all around the same time was the plane ticket for the cruise.
Mm, okay. Well, I'll give you that. I think that's what it was. It wasn't nothing tangible. I think it was that.
Cause
Yeah.
yeah, and then but you also got me like it was something else that I needed. It was something else I needed to make content or something.
Oh, it was a tripod thing, right?
No.
Ring light.
No.
Oh.
It's like on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying. It was something else. It was on. I know it was on Amazon. It was like it was something I needed, and I was like, "You get this from me. You got it." But one of the first ones was the plane ticket to Miami to go to on the cruise,
Mm-hmm.
and we weren't even together yet. We were friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had it like that back then. Say no.
Shut
Playing.
up.
That was janitor money.
Is there something that you ache for in me that you stay silent about because you don't want to feel like a burden, or you don't want to feel needy, not like a burden? Like something you want me to do or constantly want me to do, maybe that you don't want to ask because you don't want to feel needy about it.
Not that I can think of at the moment. Cause you cook for me. Honestly, you clean for me. Honestly, I really be wanting you to experience a part of my life.
Which part?
The part that has built me into the person that I am today. Like I be wanting you to fully understand me sometimes. And I know it's hard to fully understand somebody that doesn't really express themselves and communicate a lot. But like I be really wanting you to really see me as the person. You see me as the person that I am. But I want you to see why I am the way that I am.
You think I have the capabilities of seeing that? I mean,
Yeah.
I think I do, but I don't think it'll happen for a long time. I feel like that type of thing takes a long time for people to see because I actually be wanting that from you sometimes. But then I step back and I'm like, he's not gonna be able to see that, at least not for another at least 7 to 10 years. Because yeah, it's just something you're not gonna be able to see yet. I'm not gonna be able to see it yet. I just because I know what you're talking about. Because it's some things that I do and the way I do it, I'm just like, if you could just, in my opinion, for me and what we were talking about earlier, if you can see the sequence of events in my head, the lists in my head, the formulas, and you see how I'm doing things, I'm like, if you just could see that, you would understand why I'm asking you to do things the way I'm asking you to do them.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see that. I mean, maybe one day, but not anytime soon, I don't think. We'd have to go meditate and be really in sync or something if you want that to happen anytime soon. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. What's the last movie I watched?
Last movie you watched was him.
And you know one thing, I felt so good watching him, not because of the movie and how how the movie went and stuff, but like I'm a filmmaker. I be really wanting to like I don't talk about it because maybe that goes back to the last question. But I really be wanting to watch movies by myself just so I can get into my filmmaking bag and my bag as an artist.
Hmm.
And but I want to include you
Why?
because I want you to be a part of my world and I don't want you to feel, left out as well as, we do watch a lot of things together
Why do you think I feel left out?
because like if I watch something that I feel like is really cool, and sometimes we have a taste of similar movies. Like I remember the time I watched Nope without you, and you were not upset, but like you felt the type of way because I watched it without you. But like that
Mm.
was a movie that I just couldn't wait to watch anymore. Like Sinners, I've been wanting to watch that. Sorry, y'all. I've been wanting to watch Sinners for
You
a
know what?
minute,
Go ahead.
but like I
I
want
mean, I
to.
know. Go ahead. I'm gonna still watch it. So
Yeah,
I actually wanted to watch Welcome to Derry today, but
really,
yeah, but it didn't happen.
it's okay.
I gotta binge that. So like the next off day we both have, we're gonna binge that. Like we both have all day. I'm gonna be gone tomorrow after
Oh,
2.
yeah.
So um
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, like I so like with him, I finally got to sit down and watch it. That's the first movie I watched in a minute. And like I felt so out of touch with my filmmaking self.
I don't know
Like
why
I
you
felt
feel
like
like
a
that.
consumer watching it. Like I understood some of the movie.
Maybe you were supposed to feel like a consumer watching it, babe. Maybe that's just the way that it was written.
I don't think so.
I always feel like a consumer watching Jordan Peele movies.
It's not a Jordan Peele movie. It's produced by Jordan Peele.
Oh right. Well, movies like that with that type of Afro surrealism. It takes me a little bit to truly comprehend the symbolism of what's happening.
Mm,
Maybe you're supposed to. It's not your art. You didn't. This is not your translated art. This is somebody else's.
but usually I understand stuff like that.
Okay, but you're acting like you didn't understand one word that was happening in the movie.
Okay, yeah, true, yeah.
Like,
It was a good movie though. I finally got to watch it. Marlon Wayans, I knew he can act. It's just that's one thing. Everybody look at a comedian and think that they just supposed to be funny for the rest of their lives, and no,
mm-hmm.
not true. And then the other bull, Tyreek Withers, he's a good actor. We saw him on Atlanta,
Yeah.
and he played basically the mixed boy that didn't want to be black, but he wanted to get a scholarship. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the first thing I saw him on. But that movie was actually pretty good. Symbolism was actually pretty good. Um, Crazy John. Like it's crazy how what you're willing to sacrifice to get to what you want is crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. But what somebody is willing to sacrifice.
I don't know if that type of stuff falls into what you're willing to sacrifice, like consciously,
Mm,
or I'm gonna say, yeah, consciously. I think it falls into how far for the other person is how far somebody can push you, whoever's encouraging you or influencing you, how far somebody can push you.
mm,
But then on your in your hand or on your end, it's like, how far can I go to be the greatest that I can be
right.
outside of yourself?
Yeah.
Because that has nothing to do with the soulful part of it of you. It has to
Yeah.
do with the egotistical part of you. And it's not even really important, but you're making it important because you're like, oh, I gotta do this to prove I can be the greatest I can be ever. But
Mm,
it's like, who are you proving it to? Not
nobody
really
but
yourself.
yourself.
No, you're not proving it to
Oh,
yourself.
yeah.
I mean, I guess you're trying to prove it to yourself, but all in all, if you're not happy in the end, who are you really proving it to?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's an interesting perspective, and that's basically how the movie is. Like, how far you really trying to push yourself,
Yeah.
and see, that's where I feel like I'm a consumer because I feel like he pushed himself all the way at the end just to not even sign the contract. Like, it's left that he,
Well, he pushed himself into a hole, and I feel like at the end, because I only saw the end. At the end, he was trying to get himself out of it.
yeah,
That was him trying to get himself out of it. And the only way you can get yourself out of it is kind of how you got yourself into it. You got to get yourself out of it, and it is very, I don't want to say harsh, but it's going to be very aggressive. But that's what you got to do.
yeah.
Like, you made your bed, now you got to sleep in it, basically.
Hey, that was a good joint though. That was a good joint. I'm about to get back into my bag and start watching films again and start watching short films and short stories just so I can get back into my, put myself first, But
This is another episode of the For Lifers Chat. Um, this was amazing. Amazing. It was an amazing year, and we're just getting started. Happy New Year, everybody!